Jets Ward.
Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. Got a fun one for you. But first, if you've been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here in the Jets Ward. It is a fun place to be because you guys keep coming back for more. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here in the Jets Ward. It is a safe space for you. But guys, big news in the NFL, especially when it comes to the NFL draft. We were waiting. Today was the day for a lot of prospects who weren't in the NCAA championship to declare for the draft or say that they're going to go back to college. And the player that all Jets fans were holding their breath for was Dante Moore, quarterback of the Oregon Ducks. Now, kid is young. He's 20 years old, has very limited starts, but looked very, very good as a quarterback for the Ducks this year. And his playoffs this year, the last game especially against Indiana, wasn't great, didn't look good, had two awful fumbles, a pick, and just got smoked by the Hoosiers. And it just isn't on him. It was on basically the entire team. None of them played well. But a lot of people thought that he might still come out this year. And if he did, he would have possibly been the number 2 pick to the New York Jets, or he could have gone somewhere else. But I believe he would have been a top 2 pick. And that's what a lot of people thought. He's the second best quarterback in this draft. Maybe could have even gone number 1 overall, depending on what the Raiders wanted to do. But we got our message today. Dante Moore is going back to school. He is going to be in the 2027 QB class. He is going back to school. And honestly, from a fan perspective of the Jets, I'm unhappy with it because if he did declare, I would have been happy if the Jets did take him at 2. I think he's got a lot of upside. I know he's young, but he can't start right away. And I would have been worried if the Jets rushed him in. But he's a player that needs to sit for a year if he were to come out. But for him, I think it's a good decision. He's going back to an organization he knows he doesn't want to go out the way he looked against Indiana. The playoffs weren't great for him either. He wants to work on his craft. He wants to improve. He wants to go. And in his own words, he has unfinished business. A lot of the defensive players are going back. He's going back with his team as well and trying to finish things, trying to change the perception of him, of how he looked. And I think it's a great move for him. He needs to get more reps. He needs to get more play time to work on the mistakes that he made. He's a very young kid. And the only reason that I think he should have come out was, one, the QB class is very weak. He would have been the second best. And next year's class is going to be loaded, where you have Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, you have Lenore Sellers, you have Jalen Sayin, you have the kid from Notre Dame, Carr. You have all of these players, Darian Mensah, who could come out next year, Jaden Maava, Brendan Sorsby, all of these kids, and possibly still Trinidad Chambliss too, if the appeal works that he's trying to do. So it's going to be a loaded class, and his stock might not be as high as it is now. But if he comes back and wins a national championship and looks fantastic and looks like the best quarterback in the class, this could be very, very good. This could be a great decision for him. Work on his craft, get better, and basically claim that number 1 quarterback spot in next year's class. The one thing, though, he's got a big name quarterback behind him now. Dylan Raiola did transfer to Oregon. So if he starts struggling, he could be replaced by this younger guy who looked very good last year. Now, you got to look at it too. He's making a decision to go back. Drew Aller did the same thing last year, looked at as being a top quarterback in the draft, first round talent, and then goes back to college and gets injured and knocked out of the year. Didn't look great either when he was playing, and his stock plummeted. Garrett Nussmeier, another one, first round talent, looked like one of the best quarterbacks going into this season. In a lot of way too early mock drafts, was the number one overall pick to the New York Jets. He ends up getting benched this year by LSU, and now his stock plummeted. So there's positives and negatives to his decision. Overall, I think it's a great move for him. As a Jets fan, I'm upset because it takes away opportunities for the Jets to move around in the draft if they needed to, maybe trading back with the Cleveland Browns. Now I think the Jets are set at number 2, which is not a bad thing. You get the second best player in the draft, and if the Raiders do shock the world and take somebody else than Fernando Mendoza, then he's right there for you. But I think Mendoza's going number 1 overall. So overall, I think it's a positive for Moore. I think it's a great decision for him. Go back, improve, get better at the things you struggled with this year, get more reps, get more snaps under your belt, and improve, get better for next year. As a Jets fan, it sucks because the more quarterbacks in this draft, the better, because it gives the Jets opportunity. It gives them a chance to maybe take a quarterback in the second round or later. And if we still struggle, we have 3 first-round picks for next year where we can take one of these younger quarterbacks, where we can possibly get Dante Moore if we are big fans of his next year, or somebody else. So for a draft purpose, I think it hurts the Jets a little bit. Am I upset by his decision? I think the Jets are still going to take some great players in the first round. Who knows? They can come away with Arvell Reese. Maybe if Peter Wood somehow falls to 16, imagine the Jets getting 2 fantastic defensive players in this draft. That could be something. Or Arvell Reese at number 2, and then Caden McDonald at 16. Or even the Jets could potentially trade back from that pick 16 and acquire a 3rd round pick and maybe a later round 2nd round pick or future picks. So there's still some things the Jets can do, but Dante Moore's decision to go back to college really limits what I think the Jets can do moving around from pick 2 to around somewhere else. It makes that pick less valuable. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this was the right decision by Dante Moore? Would you have rather him come out? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. And again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for any notifications of when I post videos as well. I really appreciate you guys. It helps me out a ton. Make sure you follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok as well. I try to post all my videos there as well. So again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.